Hello, Collective, and welcome to the Humble Sage. If you're new here, please be welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you're returning, thank you for supporting my channel. You're very much appreciated. Today, Collective, we're going to do a general angel message. It is a timeless reading, so whenever it finds you, it is for you at that time. And it is also a general message, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get stuck in, Collective. Hope you're all well, Collective. Having a very relaxing time at the moment. If you're finding this in December 2023, I hope that your holiday season has been more of a blessing than a stressful time. Straight off the deck here, Collective, we've got Strength in the upright, the Two of Swords in reverse, the Devil in the upright, and the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. You know what, Collective? This looks like your willpower is what has brought down some nonsense here with the Devil in the center. It could be your own personal ego here. It's not necessarily anything external to you. But you see, with the Eight of Cups here, it feels like not just leaving something that no longer serves you, but you see, in this card, in this Eight of Cups, instead of the lotus like in the other deck that I use, in this one, there's a staff, right? A wand. It's like whatever your passion is, it is what is creating something new for you and has freed you, but it's keeping others who didn't want to see you succeed, it's keeping them trapped. Because whatever plans they had, whatever choices and power they had over your world in the past has come to an end. So now with this heart here, with this Cancerian energy, what it feels like is all they can do. No, they haven't just trapped themselves, but it's like almost, how can I put this? They're trying their best to, because this is Hermes driving, they're trying their best to get back in your good graces. Because if this is Cancerian energy, so that's what's about home, heart, right? So maybe this is to do with family. So, or friends, but certainly family here. You can see here, right, that if this card as a whole can also be seen as communication, in the reverse and forward movement, it's like they've kept themselves stuck now. They can see that they're stuck because you no longer care. You no longer care about them trying to get back in your good graces. Because if they could do all of these awful things to you in the first place, if they could try to destroy your reputation, destroy your life, work against you, team up with a whole community of people to try to come for you, then did they ever love you in the first place? And that's the point. All you can see now, Collective, is that your true self has come forward, that this is now being seen, not just by yourself, which is most important, as within, so without, but it's also being seen by others without you needing any level of external validation. It's just naturally seen because that's how energy works. Your natural energy flows, right? There's no chip on the shoulder. Yeah, these people are left in a state of, it's not even heartbreak, because it feels like with the devil card here, maybe they don't even have any remorse. And that's the point. If they try to get back in your good graces and try to cover their tracks in a sense, then clearly they did something, because you wouldn't need to try to get back in someone's good graces unless you did something in the first place, right? We see here with these offers, this page energy offer, it's like, it's just this petty, not even low down energy, it feels like energy in its infancy. You know, it's like, it's not a real apology. It's just, oh, well, you know, just give you something to appease you, Collective, no matter what that looks like. This could literally be about yourself as well. Maybe you need to have more substance with your healing, but then that comes along with experience. So whatever you're adding to your healing is what is important. So that's what I'm saying here, where it feels like, it feels external in a sense, because when we speak about our own personal healing, it takes time. So on some days, if you can do a little, and other days you do more, that's your prerogative. It's your feeling, it's your energy, it's how you flow with it. No one can really quantify that. And indeed, that just, you know, it solidifies what I'm saying here, that it feels like this is like other people. It feels like family Cancerian energy here, you know, or at very least people that are close to you, or were close to you, people that you consider to be family. You know, people who understand, because of Boaz and Yakin, people who understood you closely, right? Because Boaz and I can speak about the two pillars either side. Therefore, they're people that are close to you that understand your temperament, or they did. Perhaps they don't now. Perhaps that's the point. Is they thought they understood your temperament in the past, right? But now that you're centered in this energy, they are uncentered because you are in this energy, an energy of purity, an energy of understanding who you are. You're not triggered by, indeed, with strength here, right? You're not triggered by so many things anymore. You just don't have time for it. It's not even in a bitter way of like you don't care. It's just that it's not relevant to you because it already happened. You already healed. At this point, they just look kind of silly, to be fair, you know? But we go forward in life, you know, we to have a sense of contentment within self and going towards things that serve you as you leave those things behind. Unfortunately, these could be things that you're leaving behind, people, places, and things that you're leaving behind here. And there's nothing wrong with that collective. If they try to make you feel guilty because you're making choices for yourself in life, and that makes them feel like they're at a loss, like all the choices they made were incorrect, well, that's, if they loved you, why would they do that to you in the first place? If they actually, yeah, death card. If they actually respected you in the first place, then why would this have occurred? You see my point, collective? Be strong in yourself, you know. You know, you can know your worth without being rude. You know, to have humility, some people might see that as weakness, but actually humility can be the highest form of strength where you just don't need to engage in that energy. You take a step back and say, well, is that really worth my time, my energy, and my effort? Of course it isn't. That's more powerful than anything, collective. And a lot of people may see that as, you know, I'm from the outside world, they may see you as being aloof in some way. They let them see what they want to see. Let them come to their own opinion of what they think. Just because they think that thing, they weren't here with you. They weren't in the house with you when all these people turned against you. They weren't being followed in the streets. They weren't sold out by your own family. Do you know what I'm saying, collective? So when people say, you know, you've only got one family, well, apparently we were supposed to be a part of the family, but did they treat us like that? Not necessarily. You know, so this is clearly a specific message for someone. It may not be for everybody in the collective. It may not be for everybody on my subscription list. But this is the energy that's coming out here, and it's clearly it needs to be shared. There's a King of Pentacles here and Temperance. Yeah, it's like it's left these people, you building on your abundance here, collective, right? Your material stability, as within, so without. Your balance is what's bringing this about. Perhaps you're following your soul's purpose here because this can be stability, or for me as a reader, this can be the full grounding of your spiritual nature or your psychological nature, right? The grounding of your emotions. And with temperance in the reverse, these people, it's left them literally like this. It's seen now that actually you weren't the one that was unbalanced as they tried to make out. You weren't the one that was crazy. But in actual fact, you weren't delusional at all. And it could be that maybe a King of Pentacles has seen that now, seen the lies that were spread or something like that. Could be a father figure even, right? You know? But it feels like your personal maturity, collective. Like you're seeing the truth. You're seeing actually just how unbalanced and how a lack of contentment and balance that these people really had, where they tried to make out that they were, you know, kind-hearted. Look, see here on the split, we've got the Two of Cups and the Emperor. Right, this is having stability. This self-love is what's brought stability in this realm. For somebody in the collective, this could literally speak about that this, because this is now being seen, the truth of you, and these people have been exposed, are being exposed, then now what has happened here is this Emperor is seeing the truth of you, collective. Can see actually that like that you that you weren't in some way, that you weren't crazy, that you weren't delusional, you know, that you were speaking the truth, right? And that these people just did all of this against somebody who was just an honest person, you know, somebody who was transparent. And in Life Collective, you know, we've all done things that we're not proud of. It's not about perfection here or trying to make out in some way that, you know, that as a collective we've done no wrong. That's the point. That's where our humility comes from, is because we know that we haven't behaved best in the past, and we've done something about that to amend that when this eternal return comes around. And the rest of the time, we spent time healing and still showing a level of kindness to ourselves and to others in the process. That it wasn't about asserting ourselves over others. It wasn't about in some way trying to control situations, but instead doing our best to find ourselves, to find our flow again with the universe. And somehow, some way that made people feel uneasy, that made other people turn against you and make out that you were some egotistical, you know, dark spiritualist, perhaps. This can also speak about maybe there was a dark spiritualist here who was in the way of this. Yeah, somebody who was professing to be a soulmate or something like that. Like someone who was like they were in the upright, like they could create from true spiritual energy here. But in actual fact, no. This could actually speak about a dark spiritualist. And with the King of Pentacles looking, that the King of Pentacles is now seeing the truth of this person, right? Now here we've got, yeah, these people, the Six of Swords in reverse in the Tower. Look at this collective. Underneath the Eight of Pentacles, excuse me, the Eight is interesting, the Eight of Pentacles, prudence. But here, the Eight of Cups, like these people have in some way, they're stuck. Like the universe is like, well, no, you tried to keep the collective in this choppy water, but actually you just did it to yourself because the whole time the collective was healing. You know, with the Tower card at the end here, there is something drastic happening. There is a huge tower happening. The Two of Cups again. Cups and a star. It could literally be a love offer collective. It could be something serendipitous, you know? Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, it could definitely be something, because this is movement. It's just slow movement. This can also, for me as a reader, speak about acquiring light and your personal healing pathway. Because the Pentacles speak about this realm, the Knights speak about movement. And when we step forward in life holding that pentacle, the page sometimes is, you can imagine someone meditating on the pentacle. In other words, meditating on the world around them. Their awareness grows as they move forward. And here was the forward movement, right? You can study to the end of days, but if you don't put that into practice, right, then, you don't have to be the best meditator. You don't have to know every single thing about the energy system and whatnot. It helps. But along the process, really, it's about you really getting to know who you are. And when you know who you are, collective, nobody can use it against you. And you see just how other people are insecure and how they came at you, all because you were healing. It could literally speak about if there was a dark spiritualist here, maybe they were doing some sort of water magics, like something to do with going against, because you see how this is in reverse, collective, with the waters here. And it's like they were trying to in some way imbalance an earth angel or like a real spiritualist here. And what happened is it's left them in this state, right? And the star with the upright, it could be the collective is healing, but this still speaks to me like maybe they were doing some sort of maybe something like dream magics, something like that. Like they were trying to manipulate this person in the dream state and trying to attack their dreams and like manipulate their memory or manipulate their energy. Like someone was trying to steal their energy. Like if this is a dark spiritualist, it's like they were doing this behind the scenes. And you see this, when the fire is reversed, the alchemical symbol is a symbol for water. So this water magics that this dark spiritualist was doing, in actual fact, it could also be blood magics as well, thinking about it. Because temperate is Sagittarius, fire, blood. Anyway, here we've got, when we look at the star, it's like they try to imbalance someone's inner waters. Like they literally try to turn someone crazy or try to erase their memory, something like that. And the Empress here. Interesting. On the flip side, this Emperor energy, whether it's divine masculine, I'm speaking to male, female, or transitioning, that, in tarot, we don't speak about physical gender in that sense unless it comes up. It could be that this Empress now healing in seeing the truth of something. This can also speak about the collective because there's no Emperor without the Empress, so for me, those two cards are intertwined. It's that it's a consistent healing process, and while one heals, it helps the other to also embody their own energies, in a sense, because they share the same soul. Twinflames do. If we're talking about high level soulmates, you're naturally connected to the other person anyway. So as you're healing and growing, so is the other person. So no, collective, that it may seem some days like your healing is in vain, not at all. You're helping to heal the collective even. There is such a thing as oneness, and as you heal, you spread that healing energy further into the world. So you help more people to heal. Not that we go through life saying, we are here. We're not martyrs, not at all. We're people that went through hell and we speak about it. And to have the courage to speak up about what happened to you behind closed doors, collective, is so tough because you can feel like, you're so alone, the people trying to keep you in a state of fear. Look at this. The Nine of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles, right? It's like you're coming out of this collective and maybe they try to keep you in it. And because this column is over here, it's like they're stuck in this energy, anxiety. Because this way around, you can speak about sleepless nights, anxiety, depression, a spiritual awakening. It's like they didn't have, there was no, they're like stuck in this. They're stuck in this anxiety. But it's like the collective is coming out of this. This is why it's for this. But for them, it's the reverse. Like they try to do the collective, it is not that it's now returned to them. Hence the devil card at the top here. They need to pay the piper, as it were. And you see it in reverse here, collective. And the Eight of Pentacles, it did come out in the end, prudence. Right? For all the work they did, all of these moon magics on the moon cycle, all of this water magics, moon magics, astral dream work, all of this is trying to destroy someone's stability, their mental state, trying to affect their memory. And this could also be what they tried to do to an emperor whose core energy is the King of Pentacles. It's interesting, yeah. Like it's like they tried to, because it's going to be a self-imposed mental prison, that the collective is coming out of it. But what's happened is that water has to go somewhere. See, the water's drying up here. Like whoever these people are, it's like they had no emotion in the first place. They had no emotion for the collective in the first place. All they wanted was to gain, perhaps materially, perhaps spiritually, because the divine masculine and divine feminine, their energies are very powerful. It's natural energy because you're a chosen one. That's how it works. We didn't choose to be a chosen one, but that's the way that it is. That natural divine energy that we carry is so incredibly powerful, and that's how the principalities work. Is that they want to latch onto that energy. They want it for themselves. So all they can do is trick and steal and lie and manipulate. The collective has seen through that now. It looks like. Congratulations, collective. Well done. That's a milestone. A lot of people were attacking me in the astral, within the past week even. That's fine. I'm still standing, and I still got a good night's sleep. So, you know. But it seems like what it can also Queen of Pentacles here. That's interesting to me. Yeah, and a King of Swords, and this is foundation, a construction of the universe. It's like these two energies. It's like now, what it feels like is this energy here. Right, and this Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles here. It's like their counterpart here is now being seen because this is a truth seeker, right? Now the truth has been sought out and it can be seen for what it really is here, seeing it from a higher mind. This construction of the universe can speak about building a new foundation because the two is just before that. That's Bina, wisdom. That's Hokmah, wisdom. This is Bina, understanding. The understanding of how to build a new realm for yourself, who you want to do it with, or whatever it might be, what it is you need to create. So you can rest, collective. You keep meditating and keep your energies balanced. Yeah, because you're healing from this. And what's happened, collective? This, whoever this Queen of Wands in reverse is, it doesn't feel like energy. Well, of course it is, but it feels like a person. Like these two feel like these two, right? But this energy feels different. And it's something about the black of the cat and the black background here, how I'm connecting this. And the fire energy here. You see how the fire energy and how they're manipulated. The grapes energy can speak about spiritual development, right? Death and rebirth. What this feels like is how somebody manipulated. You see what I mean with the fire energy? How they were busy in the shadows manipulating, like like spiritual energy, perhaps harvesting from an emperor, harvesting from an empress, like harvesting from a true earth angel, the true earth angels, right? People have natural intuitive gifts. Maybe they were made to believe growing up that they had no gifts, that they were just there to provide or just there to care for other people when they didn't really have that in return, but they were expected to give and give and give, right? You see here how this energy in reverse, it's like their world is not right because with the Four of Swords here and the Three of Swords after it, it's like someone's gone. It's like they regret. It's like their world is degenerating in a sense. Like their energy's been taken from them. So it could have been they had borrow power, just temporary power, and then maybe they sought out to an entity or something like that, and now they've got to pay the piper. Maybe now they're the one who's left in a state of mental disarray. because that's the point. What you put out into the universe goes back, right? When we see this here, this is like the collective overcoming pain here, but it's more than that. You see, when we look at this collective, this is the beginning here, right? Look at that. It's like for everything they did, it could be like that they're emotionally flatlining in a way. Like if they didn't really have emotion in the first place, but now those emotions are kicking in, but in a negative way. And it's like they can't find rest from that because these entities, for a start, won't allow it. So maybe they're being haunted, right? And all they can do is keep doing more and more and more and more. But really, they're just digging and digging and digging. Because actually, it's not affecting these two anymore. Because once you rise from that energy, then that cord is cut. It goes back, it returns to sender. Simple, you know? Awareness is everything, collective. And there's always more to learn, of course. That's the point. That's how alchemy works. There's always more to learn. It's like along these process, as they try to create this, they've now created it for themselves. As they try to stop someone, try to stop someone's healing and development, try to block someone's mental energy. See the three swords here, the three swords here, and this ace down here is what it feels like. The truth is there plain for everyone to see. See here? The truth is there plain for everyone to see, collective. This is them. Even the gown is the same, like the same colors. And here, the three of swords up here, it's like now their pain is there to see because now people can see the truth. Everything is on show. Their mental instability, their emotional, their sort of mental, like their mental chaos is now for everyone to see. And that's what they created for themselves, collective. And we can't do anything about that. It's not up to you to do anything about it, collective. It's not it's not to gloat. I believe that revenge is for children. And I mean that sincerely. What's the point? If people want to behave like that, then that's their business. But this ace of pentacles, if you're in this energy with the ace and your divine masculine or your counterpart, or maybe the aspect of your masculine polarity is in this energy at the moment, what you're manifesting within this realm, or the universe is bringing something to you, collective, that can help with that because you've gone back round, right? Once you see the energy, it can go back to its source and use how to regain your energies. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2 here. This is the first emanation, like we just mentioned, with Hokmah, wisdom. This newfound wisdom is being brought to you, collective, within this realm somehow because you flowed with the universe. It was all meant to be. These people with hubris thinking that they actually did something to stop two people or to stop someone developing, in actual fact, was all meant to be anyway. Because they wouldn't have developed unless this happened. You don't develop in the gym unless you break down the muscle, which comes from hard work and having structure, discipline. You don't learn any qualifications. You don't learn about spirituality unless you sit down and you learn and you have a focus. Dreams require plans. Plan, plan, plan. And that's the point here. You said in the upright collective, and now this is what is forming. This empathic nature where you can actually engage with your true inner waters and connect to me. This is pre-high priestess energy, right? It's not because this is Bina as well. This is the emotional realm just before the realm of absolute. So now you can truly connect with your subconscious mind in order to manifest what you seek to achieve within this realm. They didn't stop anything, collective. All they did was make you stronger in the process. Thank you. So for all their bad behavior, for all their spell work, for all their manipulation, for all their lies, for all their deceit, for all their trying to make you uncomfortable, for all their teaming up in the community, for all their secret meetings over Christmas and before that and last year, for all this nonsense trying to make perhaps a divine pair think that each other were crazy or whatever, in actual fact, they just helped them. They just helped the process along. And look at this. This loyalty, integrity, this scorpionic energy here. Underneath these, let's get some more to clarify. Let me just move this back for you, collective. Yeah, there's no more conflict, right? This is something. This is kind of internal conflict for me as a reader, right? But it can also, with the fire speak to me, because they're challenges. It's an opportunity for strategy. In this case, it is an opportunity for you, collective, to see through this and strategize your way in how you're going to find your own internal balance, how you're going to reconnect with your energies. We never can be disconnected from our twin. Look at this. This is understanding human nature, emotional intelligence. As we understand ourselves, we understand the higher realms. That is how we then can create, because then we feel whole. We're actually creating from a place of our own personal abundance, as within, so without. I'm going to keep the king. And that's the truth here. That's the truth, right? The truth of the situation is being exposed. Fantastic, collective. What a reading. The ace wanted to come back. You saw me shuffle, collective. One more for the center there. Let's have a look. Yeah, the king of wands, right? And the emperor, right? See what I'm saying, collective? Like, when we look at the emperor here, this is not just standing in your power, but this could speak about the development of a divine masculine. Because as the empress develops, so do they, because they're entwined as one. You can't destroy the cord between twin flames. That's silly. No matter how much scheming and conniving they didn't destroy anything. They just exposed themselves for who they truly are. This king of wands, this higher spiritual state, can also speak about an entrepreneur, entrepreneurial nature, or a go-getter in life, a visionary. You know, it can also speak about someone who's spiritual. You know, someone who's seeking to fulfill their passions in life in a healthy way. Well, collective, I'm going to get a couple of cards just to close it out. Let us utilize the angels and ancestors. If you did enjoy this reading, collective, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. It does help to get the message out to more people. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please send me an email. I put the email in the description box below. It's thehumblesage888@gmail.com. Of course, I've been getting some messages through collective with people trying to scam me. Never mind. People do what they do. So here, we've got the knight, be brave and honest, and the sun, enjoy success and happiness. Exactly. This fire energy that's been returned to these people here, these divine beings. It's like when you find your energy again, you feel you have a level of balance in life. You know, your energies have found themselves, right? And just to be honest, collective, you don't have to go through life being, living in a state of fear. Why? Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Exactly. That's where forgiveness comes from. So you can let this go and connect with your emotions here. Look at this, where we've got the King and Queen of Cups. We've got the King and Queen of Pentacles. The Emperor. So the Empress is implied. This is amazing energy to be in collective. The Two of Cups with balance. If this is self-love or two people coming together here, no longer feeling empty and apathetic. Instead, their cup is being filled. They're saying, right, well, now I'm not going to go towards these things that no longer serve me, because I can see how these things led me astray in the past. For both the Emperor and the Empress, it's not necessarily addictions or things like that. I mean, we live in a realm where they manipulate us through dopamine. So no wonder people have like porn addiction and alcohol addiction. Like, if we don't know how to heal, we just go for the nearest thing, right? And if that's someone's lifestyle, that's their lifestyle. I'm not being demeaning to anybody at all. When we look at this collective, this can literally speak about maybe three people that work together. And now it's being seen that now maybe it's this King of Pentacles that's seen that there were three people that were working together. And actually now there's a fourth here who's trying to get in their energy, and they're like, no. It could also be that this fourth cup is the only, because it's the cloud here, this fourth cup is the only one they're thinking about, right? And that's healthy. It could be like a dream or a new project. It doesn't have to be a person. It can speak about something that they're passionate about, something they're truly emotional about. It can literally be a return of their emotions have come to them, that their emotions can now run free through them. Their waters have been re-energized. And so it flows instead of it being trapped, because when you're in a state of fight or flight, your emotions don't have time to flow. It's the mental energy that kicks in there. And you're always in a state of stress. But now they can be free because they can see the truth. For both of these people. For if we've got these pairs here, this is true evolution of how your higher realm of Bria is manifesting in the realm of Asaya. That's beautiful. So, collective, if I'm reading for you in your divine masculine, congratulations, because it takes time to get to that. It doesn't just happen overnight. If I'm speaking to one individual and you've had this realization of balancing a masculine and feminine polarities and how that's now translating into this realm, congratulations, because it takes time to get to that level of healing. This truth seeking in life with the sun here is important because what you feel in life does come from this energy. The sun is self reliant, and you must seek that out for yourself to have this healing and new foundation. Well done, collective. If nobody told you, well done. I think I'm going to leave the reading there, collective. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. And as always, collective, please take care of yourselves.